Hello students, today we learn about animal tissues. Study of tissue is called as histology and the group of cells performing similar function is called as the tissue. Before starting all the animal tissues, we will take a brief look on the different types of tissues present in the animal body. The first category of animal tissue is the epithelium or the epithelial tissue. Epithelium forms the outer and the inner lining of our body. Our skin is epithelium, right? And skin protects our inner parts. And the inner lining, that is the lining of our gut, is also formed by the epithelium. And what does our skin do? Skin protects the internal parts of our body. So the first function of epithelium is protection. How epithelium is absorptive? If we talk about the small intestine, what happens in small intestine? The food, once which is digested, reaches the small intestine, right? And in small intestine, what happens? The nutrients are absorbed in the small intestine. That means the epithelium plays a crucial role in absorption. Apart from absorption, small intestine also plays a crucial role in digestion of the substances. So, the epithelial lining of the small intestine also releases certain enzymes and certain digestive juices. So, your epithelium is not only protective, it is also absorptive and it is also secretory, right? If you if you talk about the esophagus, your food pipe is a moist structure. There is a secretion of mucus, and mucus secreting cells are again present in the epithelial layer. So your epithelium has three functions: protection, absorption and secretion. The second category is the connective tissue. Connective tissue, as the name tells us, connects the different parts of our body. So it's named as connective. Connective tissue is divided into four categories depending on the type of matrix they have, right? And on that matrix the cells are arranged. So if the matrix is loose, it is called as a loose connective tissue. And here we'll be talking about adipose tissue and the areolar tissue. The second category, where the matrix is fibrous, is called as fibrous connective tissue. It is of two types, tendons and ligament. If the matrix is fluidy, just like a liquid, it is called as fluid connective tissue. Here we'll learn about blood and lymph. And the fourth category is the compact or the supportive connective tissue. The name only tells us the matrix is highly compact, making it a rigid structure. Here we'll learn about bones and cartilage. The third category of animal tissue is the muscular tissue. And muscular tissue enables us to move and locomote. Muscular tissue is of three types: striated, unstriated and cardiac. The fourth tissue that plays a crucial role in control and coordination is the nervous tissue. So these were the four categories of the animal tissues and we'll be discussing each one in detail. So first, learn about the epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue or epithelium is a compactly packed structure. The cells are packed without any intercellular fluid. There is neither presence of the fluid nor there is presence of the spaces. So there is no intercellular fluid and there is no intercellular space in between them. The cells are end to end attached. They are attached end to end without any spaces. And the epithelia or the epithelium is placed on the basement membrane, which is non-cellular. See, whatever epithelial tissues we will be studying about, all these tissues, all these lining will be arranged on the basement membrane. Since epithelium is devoid of the blood vessels, but still the cells are living, so they need nutrition. So from where will they get nutrition? They'll get the nutrition from the basement membrane. If you look at this picture, the cells are arranged end to end and they just look like the tiles. They are arranged in a specific pattern. So because of this pattern and because of no intercellular spaces, this membrane or this tissue is also called as the pavement membrane. Epithelial tissue is of two types, simple epithelium and compound epithelium. If there is only one single layer of epithelial tissue, such an epithelium is called as simple epithelial tissue. And if there is multiple layer of the epithelial tissue, such a tissue is called as the compound epithelial tissue. Right? In the next lecture, we will be learning about the simple and the compound epithelium.